The role of religious studies in public schools is back under the spotlight in Spain, as parents may be given the right to influence their children's learning in religion classes. The Spanish government spoke in Parliament to support religious education in public schools, saying that centres that did not offer religion as a subject may be violating the Spanish constitution. Religion in its current form has the teachings of Catholicism at its core, but this statement could also guarantee the role of minority faith teachings where appropriate.
En el colegio se da la asignatura de religión y moral católica. Esa, digamos, sería la base.
In school, religion and Catholic morality are given as taught subjects, but that does not mean that we rule out the possibility of other branches of Christianity, as we have children from other backgrounds, such as Bulgarians, Romanians, Ukrainians, etc. In Year 5, we learn about the three most important monotheist religions, where we carry out a study of Christianity in general, along with studies of Judaism and Islam. So when something comes up in class that is from outside of our culture, either because of something the kids have learned at home or because I decide to bring it up, they get to see that there are other ways of looking at the world that have to be respected. However, what is asked of the children is that most of all they learn about the Christian religion and particularly Catholicism.
Aunque lo que se les va a pedir que aprendan es sobre todo la religión cristiana, y en especial en la rama católica.
The Jewish, Muslim and evangelical communities of Spain have come together in support of the government's plans, with the Federation of Jewish Communities saying that it is in agreement as long as each child has the option to receive classes according to their own faith. Most Spanish children are enrolled for religion classes, but the number is steadily decreasing as ethics and citizenship grow in popularity. Europa Laica is a group who lists one of its main objectives as maintaining a separation of church and state, which means keeping all religions out of public education.
Que ser una escuela pública es de todos y bajo el punto de vista del laicismo.
A public school is for everyone and falls under secularism, because secularism aims to separate the public and private spheres. One thing is the study and understanding of the history of religions as culture, but neither religious nor any other political or cultural indoctrination can be permitted within public schooling. Private affairs have their time and place, but the public arena is for everyone.
Lo privado en su sitio y lo público en lo que es de todos.
And do you think that politicians should be involved in these types of discussions?
Bueno, yo pienso que sí, porque los políticos, entendido políticos, el gobierno de una nación.
I think they should, because the politicians, which is to say the government of a nation, has the obligation to regulate the functioning of public matters. And from that point of view, to the extent that they have to control the legislation, the regulation and the functioning of public schooling, they have to be involved in this matter precisely, so they can maintain what we have said earlier, the separation of public and private affairs. And I want to highlight the point that, obviously the private schools that exist in Spain have every right to study and teach the religion of their choosing, but not in the public domain. And as public matters are decided on by politicians, clearly they have to be involved, along with society in general.
Los políticos, evidentemente, tienen que estar involucrados. Y también la sociedad.
Although the Federation of Jewish Communities in Spain has declared its support in principle for the government's statement in Parliament, not all members of the Jewish community necessarily agree with private beliefs having a place in the public sphere. What about your own personal religious upbringing? Did you have religious education at school?
No, I didn't have any. I'm Jewish, but my parents sent me to a public school, and there was no religion there, no religious symbols or anything. What I learned about religion, it was in a private way. I mean, from my family and friends. I think they have the right to learn the history of their religion, but religion itself should be kept separate from public schools. If the families want to teach their children religion, I think they have to do it by themselves.
The use of public money is what makes it such a delicate issue, with some believing they have the right to decide what their children learn about, others who say religion should be homogenous and all children learn the same, and still more who believe religion should have no place whatsoever in a public classroom. Although increasingly more parents are favouring ethics classes over religious education, for now the government appears to be supporting the rights of families to choose what their children learn about in religious education. This is Paul Walsh for JN1 in Spain.